Hi guys, welcome back to modifying the Millennium Falcon. This episode we're going to look at the actual floor for the cargo hold slash main area inside the ship, which you see from the films quite a lot. And yeah, we're going to have a look. This is the original piece that came with the actual magazine. Now, if you're a super nerd, you will see that there are some problems. One of the main problems is the floor isn't actually, this section is fine. However, this section is different in the actual films because this is more of a grated paneling. So they're kind of like grates coming across here with your access hatches there for accessing the systems and piping and such underneath the floor. Now, from the Facebook group and on some of the forums, I've seen lots of modifications to this, and I have been very, very, very impressed. So impressed. Why didn't I modify it? It's just the sake of time, to be honest. At the moment, we don't have a lot of time to do these things. But different modifications I've seen have been people buying the individual panel pieces, so cutting these sections off, buying the extra panel pieces, and then cutting into those panel pieces and fitting these original squares. You can do that. I don't like it. It's fairly poor. The fact that you purchase your magazine and then you end up throwing away most of it. But there was a solution, and I've said it before and I'll say it again. Shapeways 3D printing. Now, I purchased a replacement from the shop, Envisaged Image, and the owner I know quite well now. He's a cool guy, so I'll pop a link in the description below, and you can go over, you can have a look, you can send him messages. I'm sure you'll be happy to answer any questions you have about the actual pieces he sells. Now, he's got a lot of stuff for the actual hold at the moment. He's got wall pieces, he's got this individual section here, so you could cut off these parts here and glue on his new section. He's got individual grates, he's got the bunk on the top here, so you've got your seating around here, you've got your gaming table, and there's like a bunk there. It's a bit more detailed. I don't believe I'll be purchasing it, but I know people that have purchased it and they're very happy with the quality, and it is really nice. He's got a section here which sits on the end of this wall. It's a bit of extra detailing, and he's got this section along here which has a bit of kind of like ribbing for the hole. I can't remember what the name of the piece is now. It'll come to me in a sec. There's just ribbing to go in the hole, so it looks nice because I don't believe they're actually providing anything in this section, so it fleshes it out quite a bit. Now, this is where the fun begins. 3D printing. So, we'll take this away, and this is the new section we've got. Now, you can instantly see there's a lot more detail here. Now, this is in, what's the material now? Give me one sec. Frosted detail, I believe, because they do two types. They do ultra frosted detail, and that's really expensive on a piece like this, and then they do frosted detail. Now, recently they've stopped doing frosted detail due to production errors, and you would have seen some of the production errors in my original gaming table video, and we're seeing them again. So let's have a close look at this. When they printed it, it looks like the actual material didn't cut into the lines. We've got areas where it's just non-existent at all. It's just a mess. I mean, a talented person can clean this up, and I know who this is going to, so no, you can't have it. But this is just to show people kind of what we kind of got from Shapeways. But due to their excellent customer service, I got a full refund on this piece. Now, I brought this up with the shop owner in Envisaged Image, something like that. And we came to the conclusion, because he does a plain white plastic, he does a black, he did this detailed one, and then he did the ultra detailed one, which is really expensive. I believe the ultra detailed one would have come out really nice, but for the actual price, I think it's not really worth it. So we came up with a kind of like an in-between. So the lowest, I believe the lowest most one is the black, strong and flexible, and then you've got your white, and then you've got my next replacement, which is not that much more than the actual white. It's a couple of pence or cents. So let's have a look at that. Oh. Here it is. Let me just remove these for a sec. This is fantastic. This is really great. It's because with the original plastic pieces, you would have had to do a little bit of sanding just to get the rough edges, but because it's polished, it's really smooth. It's on the scale of the quality from the original piece. As you can see, side by side, you've still got the same fitting, same holes. Even up here with the navigation console, not navigation console, actually that is hole for the bunk and any other further lighting. And then you've got your navigation console in here. There's where the original one. So if you wanted to add fibers or anything like that to light it up, you could go underneath and there's an access hole for it. Now if I was to lay these on top of each other, ooh, that's interesting. Oh, that is interesting. The actual holes are in, the maintenance hatches are in different sections. That's really interesting. But it is the same dimensions, it's perfect, and I've tested it with the walls, it fits really well. The only thing you're going to notice, sometimes you get a slight bend in the actual piece due to it, well, when they make it, they're layering 3D resin, all this stuff on it. So it was a slight bend, but I used boiling water and I just pinned it down, and it's perfect now. I mean, this quality is so good. You can see a very rough, but it's not going to make any difference when you paint it. Let's put that away for a minute. So this section's great. You've got the open hatches here. So these are his ultra detailed resin covers. So we can place them on there and they fit perfect. I think I'll probably have one on there and maybe one to the side or one open, or maybe I'll get the open one. And maybe we'll have some details like some pipes and the little section that Han Solo goes into in the film. So that'll add some extra detail to that. Or you could just probably just cover them up if you really wanted to. But the fact that they're there, I mean, you might as well. That's really nice, and they fit really well. Two separate pieces, perfect fit. That is fantastic. I just want to say thank you, man, and you've done a really good job. And he's continuing bringing out more pieces, the same with the other shop on there. Another piece, actually. So whilst we're here looking at the hole, this is the nav computer you received with the magazine. It's very basic. I mean, it'll do. Don't get me wrong with that. I mean, it's nice. It is really nice, and you can add the extra details, things that come with the separate. But for the money, I mean, this project is quite grandiose. I mean, that sits there. So let's just reinforce the image here, because you got your two holes at the bottom there for pinning, and there you go. Perfect fit, just like the original piece. That's really cool. Anyway, back to this. Yeah, I thought I want to put some fibers in here. I want to light it up, and it's all right, but it's not detailed enough. It really isn't a reflection of what the actual one in the film was. Now, from I think it's TonyRR store. I'll put a link in the description below. We've got the nav computer here, and this is pretty much a copy of the one in the actual film. So you've got all your details. You can see all the holes are pre-drilled on the back, so if you want to add fibers, you can add a hell of a lot of fibers, I tell you that. Just have a look on the back here. Takes a bit of time just to scrub out the excess that comes with molding on there, but it's really, it does a really good job for the actual film. Direct copies, I mean this one's slightly bigger. I believe it is in the right scale though. I believe that now he's released this, and it comes with this, well, I wonder if you can tell what it is actually. Yes, my friends, this is the helmet from New Hope when Luke is in the cargo bay and he's practicing with Obi-Wan with the lightsaber. I believe that sits in the film, it sits on the side there, or you could have it on the floor. He does loads of extra details, but this panel now, it comes with this replica helmet, and that is so small. But I believe in the end, it's all going to be down to the tiniest details that's really going to make the miniature pop. Anyway, that's my time. If you have any questions, comments, queries, stick them in the section below. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.